Welcome, Earth signs, to your February reading. I'm Felicity, for those who are new here. If you want to see these reading once a month, let me know. I used to do these on my Instagram. I loved doing them. Stopped doing them for quite a while, but I have felt guided to start again. So I'm here. I'm going to be releasing these only on YouTube though. Um, but yeah, so let me know if you want to see these every single month. So like I said, this is for earth signs, so Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. This can be for your sun, moon, rising. These can be timeless, of course. If you come across this and these messages resonate and you feel guided to watch this, then of course it's for you. Okay, so just take that. Take what resonates, leave what does not. It is a general collective, but let's get into this for February. So the first thing that was coming through for you guys as I was beginning the process of, before starting this, when I get into my meditative state and I connect, the thing that was coming through for you guys is that consistency is key, right? Discipline is key, but consistency is key. Creating new patterns as you have dismantled old patterns, okay, old habits, old patterns, you are now in this stage of creating new patterns, okay, new patterns that serve you, not only just serve you with your well-being, okay, and serve you in the present moment, but also serve you in the sense that it is going to help gain momentum in creating this future picture you have for yourself, or creating something similar or something even more amazing. But consistency is key. So if you have a goal, a dream, something that you want to achieve, or you just want to feel better, that can be a goal and an achievement too, right? Just wanting to feel better, whether it's you're feeling better internally or whether you're just feeling better like externally too, like in the sense of your physical body, or whether this is more soul related. So consistency is key here. So you've dismantled the patterns that aren't serving and you're moving into the patterns that are. You're creating these. Keep at it, okay? Don't give up. Now, if you are someone who's like, I have been consistent, Felicity, I have been being so consistent and disciplined, I feel like nothing is really shifting. I'm not getting where I want to be. The message here is like, it's like the 9 of Wands energy coming through of that, don't give up, you're almost there. Like you're almost at the finish line. Like don't give up now, because sometimes we can't see the finish line, right? Sometimes we can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, and we're like just crawling along and going and being consistent and having that discipline, but we're kind of not seeing the results that we would like. We're seeing small wins, but maybe not the big wins that we want. And so the reminder is that sometimes we don't get to see the finish line, but you're almost there, and you can probably begin to start to sense it as we go through February. So it's all coming together, okay? You have your spirit team helping this in the spirit realm of bringing this together. You're doing it in your physical. You're doing what you can, what's within your control in the physical, that's helping bring this together as well. And then what this is bringing is success, but also a lot of growth. This can be relationally, okay? So this could be also you coming together with someone, and you guys are really growing together, or you've both been being really consistent on your own individual healing, and then the dismantling the old dynamics and patterns of the relationship that weren't serving, and creating new ones together. And that is, you're going to see that really blossom into a lot of success and growth in February relationally. On the career sense as well, again, you're going to start to see some wins. You're going to start to see some of that success come up. But it is the reminder that it's not like all of it drops in on February. Maybe for some, right? Like it can happen. But I want you to keep in mind that it's like you will start to see some wins in February, and you keep going, like you're going to just get even more wins and bigger wins, okay? And remember that the small wins, take them like for what they are. They're like a well done from spirit. They're like a well done from your higher self. They're a keep going, don't give up. You see, this is working. You are gaining momentum. So this can be career, relationally, but also could be in regards to you just feeling physically better or within your own healing journey. There's a real growth mindset as well, I'm seeing. So some of you are needing to create like new routines in the morning and also in your evening, and being mindful what you're taking in, what you're reading, what you're absorbing, being mindful of who you're surrounding yourself with, okay? There is something to be said about that. We can end up becoming who we surround ourselves with. So, you know, having a look at your circle, seeing if that really serves you. I'm not saying you got to cut people off, but, you know, if you got to distance yourself or put up some boundaries, you know, like you need to do that. My throat's getting activated too. So if you're in like a friendship circle or in a situation, maybe it's even work, or relate, or just in a relationship, and you feel like you can't speak your truth, or you can't state your opinion, or you can't bring your perspective forward, then that's not the space for you, or you need to start doing that, okay? And like assert yourself, stand your ground. Okay. February, please, for the beautiful earth signs. What do they need to know for their highest good? Okay, we have heart chakra and we have balance. Beautiful. Okay, so the heart chakra, obviously this is here. This is where when we do a lot of heart chakra healing work, okay, or we work with the heart chakra, we're bringing light into this space. We're balancing this area, and it allows us to release grief, release resentment, release past pain, and it allows our heart to expand so much more, where we can give more but also receive more. Okay, so for some of you, some of your old patterns that you've been dismantling or need to dismantle have kind of kept a shield over your heart, okay, a shield over your heart center. And what that can do is it can block out intimacy, it can block out deep connection, it can block out, it can also block the connection between you and yourself, okay? So if that's you and you're feeling that you resonate with that, don't shame yourself on this, but just work with the heart chakra. Do some heart chakra meditations, connect to the heart space, tune in. What is it that your heart is wanting to tell you? What is the wisdom there? What is wanting to be unlocked so that you can witness it, process it, transmute it, integrate it, and let it go, okay, and move forward. For some of you though, this is like, for some of you, you will be experiencing a real heart opening in February. Like you feel more expansive, you feel like you have the capacity to give more, you feel like you're receiving a lot more. There's just this beautiful balance as well between head and heart, where you're not feeling conflicted. So if you've been feeling conflicted or a lot of mental chatter, I feel that's calming down a lot. If you're struggling with that, talking to someone can help, but so can journaling, things, just doing like a brain dump or getting everything out from pen to paper, that can be really helpful too. And I also see a balancing here of connection. So this can be the connection with yourself, where you're kind of feeling that maybe you felt a little bit separate from yourself, and you're feeling like you're starting to merge with your true authentic core, your true essence, your soul essence. Maybe this is within you and spirit. Your intuition is really heightened. A way that your higher self, like spirit, connect with you is also through the heart space. So you could be feeling a much stronger connection to your spirit team, just to your intuition in general, to your higher self as well. The other thing though, relationship wise, is that this can be like a merging of you and another. And I don't mean the merging in the sense of codependency. We don't want to go down that road, but it's the merging of the divine masculine and the divine feminine coming together. Okay, coming together in harmony, coming together in union. This could be the energies within yourself, but this could also be you and another person, okay? It's very healthy though. There is nothing toxic around this. It's an extremely healthy dynamic. It doesn't mean that it's perfect, okay? Not all relationship is perfect, but it's definitely healthy. Okay, I'm gonna grab a couple of tarot here. So earth signs, what do they need to know for the month of February, please? Beautiful earth signs. Oh, we have the Emperor. There's that divine masculine energy, but it's also strategy. Can't speak. Strategy. It's discipline. It's consistency. The Emperor is like the father archetype, right? It is the divine masculine archetype, which is strategy, which is planning, the ability to see things through, determination. That like putting things into action, like having a plan and then putting it into action, making it happen. I keep hearing the word consistency. It just keeps coming through. That is the Emperor, okay? It's authority. It's taking authority of your own life. We're not waiting for a savior. We're not waiting for something external to come in and make it better. We take authority of our own lives. And yes, there are things that happen that are outside of our control. We see it all the time, right? There are things that happen to people that are outside of their control. However, in saying that, there are things that we can do, especially if you are in a situation where you're not in crisis, you're not in, natural disaster, you're not in war zone, right? Like if you, like me right now, sitting in my home, in my bedroom, and safe and sound, and while everything in my life isn't perfect, there's also a lot of greatness, and I can take authority of my life and be like, these are the decisions I'm going to make, these are the goals that I want to reach, this is the discipline I'm going to create for myself, and the consistency that I need to do to bring about the reality I really want, while also working on my internal sense of self, so I can create that reality in here, so I can feel that reality, feel at peace, feel calm, feel grounded, feel in control of my life, but not in the sense of trying to control everything, right? That's the difference. It's like when I say the feeling of the sense of control of my life, it means I got me. I have my back. I got it. No matter what happens, I have my back. All is well, all is well, all is well. That's what I mean. And so that's the Emperor energy coming through here. Okay, so how can you step into that archetype of the Emperor this month? Okay, what is it that you need to organize? What is it that you need to plan? Where do you need that more discipline in your life? You could also, though, for some of you, this is a very wise energy, very elder energy. And so you could be tapping into some inner wisdom. You could be picking up some text that has a lot of wisdom that you gain insight from, or you could be coming into contact with a mentor that has a lot of wisdom to share, okay, or some sort of spiritual teacher. Okay. Seven of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. Beautiful, guys. So you have not been left out in the cold. Okay, the universe has not forgotten you with the Five of Pentacles there. I think we're leaving a lot of that energy behind as earth signs too. I'm also an earth sign. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is patience. This is planning, this is planting your seeds and nurturing them to watch them grow. So that is a metaphor. The seeds could be your goals, your dreams, your desires, your projects, your relationships, okay? But it can also be your healing, physical healing, emotional healing, your own personal growth and journey. So it's planting the seeds, nurturing them, and watching them grow. It is a card around divine timing. So again, it's like things are coming together. You will start to see the fruits of your labor and be able to pick them and enjoy them. The 10 of Wands, this is two things that are coming through with the 10 of Wands here. The first one is this is the end of a long ass drawn out fucking cycle that you're done with, okay? But it's also the energy of don't take on too much, okay? Don't take on what doesn't belong to you. So while you're being disciplined and having that consistency and creating these plans and that strategy and being in that Emperor energy, it's also the reminder of like, don't overwhelm yourself. Don't go into burnout. The 10 of Wands can represent like getting really close to burnout, feeling very, like a lot of burdens on you as well. It could also be that if you are feeling a burden to others or you don't want to ask for help because you feel like a burden to others, that is some work for you to do, okay? That is a shadow that is there. It's a false identity. It's a false story. It's not true. Where does it come from? There is that will show you where there is work to be done. But for others, it's like, don't take on other people's shit that you don't need to, okay? You can help others, of course, but we don't want to go into burnout. We don't want to take on too much. It can be the energy of feeling like the world is on your shoulders. Just, some of you might need to do a real energy cleanse, a real cleanse of your home. But again, it's just the reminder of don't overwhelm yourself as you step into more of this Emperor energy, and making sure that you're still taking time for mindfulness practices, still taking time for yourself as you are working towards something. That's where that balance energy comes into, right? Do we always have perfect balance? Not always, but you know, we can do. I'm going to close this out now. I think we've got enough messages here. So I'm going to close this out with an oracle. What can we do to close this out, please, for the beautiful earth signs? What do they need to know for the month of February to close this reading out? Thank you. We have kindness and we have love in action. So the action that you take, does it come from a space of love, love towards yourself, love towards others? Is it coming from a place of, I truly want to do this and this feels super aligned and it's coming from the heart? Or is it coming from ego? Is it coming to please others, appease others? Is it coming from an old version of yourself that, you know, it just doesn't serve you anymore? It's not even who you are anymore. So when you take this action, take it from a place, make sure it's coming from your heart. Make sure it's coming from what feels in alignment for you and your path, your soul journey. Okay, it's your path, it's your soul journey. Where do you want it to take you? Okay, but also kindness. Okay, so being kind to yourself, being kind to others, having compassion for others, okay, and how they show up. They might not show up their best, but just try to have compassion. It doesn't mean that you allow people to walk over you by any means, but you have boundaries, of course, but you also just have compassion, right? Have compassion with where people are at and where they are in their journey, but having a lot of compassion and love and kindness towards yourself too. I am hearing that the deer might be a symbol here for someone, or is a symbol here for someone. Okay, if that resonates with you or you're drawn to the deer, do have a look up online, okay, and see if you see anything, or if you want to meditate on that or journal on it. Okay. All right, that is your messages, earth signs, for the month of February. I send you guys so much love. Let me know how these messages resonated for you. Let me know if you want to see these, okay? If you're coming over from my Instagram and you don't have a YouTube account, so you can't like comment, feel free to send me a DM on Instagram and let me know that if you enjoyed it, what resonated, etc. I send you guys so much love. If you are interested in some of the things that I offer workshops, okay, zodiac season workshops. Currently I have the Aquarius season workshop out. The links are all below. I also have a membership for women, and I also have a self-paced tarot course as someone who has been reading tarot for basically a decade now. I think it has come to a decade now. When I created the course, it was like nearly a decade, but I'm pretty sure I've hit that 10 years now. So anyway, I send you guys so much love, and I will see you guys next month.